and you're listening to Radio DMG.
And welcome back to Radio DMG. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I was supposed to do this one a while back, and then delays, equipment malfunctions, all sorts of things. Anywho, welcome to Radio DMG. This is episode 59, I think. Yes, 59. So we're going to be doing something different with Radio DMG and Area DMG. Radio DMG episodes will be quite shorter. We're going to have more audio content, of course. I have so much stuff to go through. But before we do that, let's get into our Gold Thingy Awards. They were something that we were supposed to have up and out before the MTV Music Awards. But, okay, we'll get them out before some other other award show things. So, okay then. So finally, the best ones. We're trying something different. I don't actually have my normal headset hooked up because I need to get a good splitter. And I don't have my normal microphone hooked up. I'm actually using a PlayStation 4 microphone thingy that came with the PS4 Battlefront thing. It's actually been the most useful headset I've seen in a while. I use it sometimes when I'm on the go, and I'm using it to record this, mainly because I need to see how this sounds recorded and, decide where I'm going to go from there and what I'm going to do. Because I'm also going to try and use this because I've been trying to figure out the whole Share Factory thing. That way we can do more with gaming paraphilia and such. This whole week's been kind of really slow in terms of getting new content out there for you, but I just had to take kind of a little bit of a break. I put out so much stuff beforehand that I was just like, okay, I need to take a little bit of a break. And we also finally got ads and stuff up and running on one of the websites and all this other stuff. So, anyways, let me go ahead and before we get into the Gold Thingy Awards, before you get my opinions on what were the best games of 2015. I know, right? Whew, it's been a while. We'll get into, we have an interview with Christina V that I'm going to go ahead and attach to this episode. Actually, I'm going to get into that after I do these. I'm going to read a few of these. We had several different stuff. It was Best Old 3DS Game of 2015, which would be a port of anything that was released in a previous year that was re-released or remastered in 2015. Best New 3DS Best New 3DS Game of 2015. Best Music in a New 3DS Game in 2015. Best DLC Support. Best New Character. Best New Villain. And Best Virtual Console Release. Let's get to the boring ones first. Best Cursal Best Virtual Console Release. That would be just easy. Game & Watch Gallery 3. There's really no contest on that. For Best Old 3DS Game of 2015, it was actually really, really tough because there was Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold, 3D Classic Streets of Rage 2, 3D Classic Sonic the Hedgehog, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, 3D Gunstar Heroes, and then The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. Now, out of all of these ones, I went with the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D because that is like my second favorite Legend of Zelda game of all time. So, yeah, I'm a little biased. Then we had Best Music in a New 3DS Game in 2015. That went directly to Stella Glow. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Because seriously, music is pretty much the heart of that game. And even like the title screen is just amazing. And the fact that music's a weapon in it is pretty good too. It combines stuff I like I really did like those Hatsune Miku games. So yeah, it makes me think of those, some of it. And it has all sorts of stuff that really appealed to me in terms of parts of the plot, the music just works. It works pretty well. Okay, best DLC support, that would have to go to Plague of Shadows for Shovel Knight, because seriously, that is a whole other game. They could have charged $10 just for that, but it's free DLC. So yeah. Best new character, that went to the Badge Arcade Bunny because he is hilarious. I want to apologize to Jin Banyan and Lottie and QB and Captain Piper or whatnot, but you guys aren't the Badge Arcade Bunny. I mean, I spend at least 5 minutes a day with that character. I have to like him. Yeah, anyways, best new villain would be the Red Queen from SteamWorld Heist. And the best new 3DS game of 2015 also goes to SteamWorld Heist. It was really close because, I mean, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth is fantastic. Ironfall Invasion was good. Codename Steam I really liked. I loved Yokai Watch and Box Boy. Lord of Magna Maiden Heaven was good. Stellar Glow was good. But SteamWorld Heist, that one clenched it. I mean, I spent so much time with that game. It is literally one of my favorite games of 2015, just barely edging out Stellar Glow. And considering, like, SteamWorld Dig was good, but SteamWorld Heist is so much better. It is such a good game, and I can't wait to see when it comes out to like the Wii U and to other HD consoles. So yeah, that's the Gold Thingy Awards. Now let's get to that interview that we had with Christina V. I will go ahead and cue the music. Welcome back to Radio DMG. I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and I'm over here at Colorado Anime Fest 2016 with
Christina V!
So, just in case our audience isn't familiar with who you are and what you do, who are you and what do you do?
I'm a voiceover actor. I voice Shantae and Shantae, Io Akiyama and Keion, Homura Kemi, Madoka Magica, Kotori, Minami in Love Live, Ladybug and Miraculous Ladybug, Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars and Sailor Moon, and a bunch of stuff like that.
So, a lot of voice acting in video games.
Yep.
Do you do anything else other than voice acting in video games?
I'm a fan of eating and sleeping, and also reading books. Oh, are you talking about like work-wise?
Oh, that too.
That's been pretty much my focus. I've done some audiobooks as well, but that was an accident.
It's okay. So, what books are you into currently?
Right now I've been reading a lot of Lisa C. and Amy Tan books, but I am a fan of, I think my favorite book that I read last year was Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Have you heard of it?
Actually, I haven't yet.
It's like Harry Potter, except Harry and Malfoy are gay.
Oh.
And it's the best.
So kind of like yaoi / fiction for
But you know, it's not like for adults or anything. It's not really yaoi either. It's just really well written. I mean, it was the best book that I read last year, and yeah, it's really good. So if you like Harry Potter, if you like books, if you like life, you should just pick up that book because it is great.
So, what do you think of Colorado Anime Fest so far?
It's great. It's really well run, and there haven't been any hiccups or anything like that. I mean, we got here and everybody's really professional, and it's just been a really good time. Really thirsty up here.
I know. There's all sorts of like. Make sure you're drinking your water and your tea and stuff.
I'm drinking my energy drinks.
Oh, what type?
Starbucks refreshers.
Ah. Yeah. Just like the whole, just add like powder to water and stuff things, right? Or
this one's like in a can.
Oh, that one's in a can?
But I have seen those too. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Via ones, too, they sell. So,
that's how I get by.
Oh.
Convention weekends.
So, what sparked your interest in voice acting or so?
I grew up watching anime and playing video games. I mean, everybody does, but when I was a kid, there wasn't any voice acting in games except for the, Street Fighter, those really crunchy, muffled voices. Yeah. So that was the extent of voice acting in video games when I grew up, and it's been pretty cool to see that kind of evolve over the years, and that you get to be a part of so many JRPGs and such. as the industry is growing. I don't know exactly why I love voiceover acting. It's such a specific field, I guess. But I don't know. I just knew that that's what I wanted to be when I was a kid. Watching Sailor Moon, especially, that was the job that I wanted.
So, if you didn't have voice acting for video games and anime, what type of job do you think you'd have?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'd take care of animals. What would I do, Tracy? What would my job be if I wasn't a voice actor? It's hard, right? Because it's been like more than half my life. I'd be can I manage a restaurant? I think I'd be
like
manager.
like a physical version of that game Diner Dash or something, right?
Yeah. Okay, I could do that, but it would definitely have to be freelance or some work that I can set my own schedule. I've had normal jobs in the past, in addition to voice acting, and I'd rather work on my own terms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like having a boss sometimes is just terrible. There's those deadlines and such.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things where you're just like, you gotta do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Be free.
Yep, I agree.
But if you had to manage a restaurant, apparently, because apparently that's what alternate world Christina V does for a living.
Yeah.
So do you cook or anything?
No.
No? Oh, no. It's gonna
Maybe
be
I
this.
wouldn't be a good restaurant manager.
Oh,
either.
no.
Okay, I also like animals a lot. Maybe I would be an animal rescuer. Or I always joked around that I would go to New Zealand and farm kiwis. But then I went to New Zealand last year and I found out what that means is farming fruit and not the birds, which changes things substantially. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah, they're no fun as fruit.
No, has to be the bird.
So, have you gotten to check out some of Colorado? Yeah.
So far, we've only been like down to Northfield a couple times, and I've been here in the past. Though we went up to Red Rocks last time. This was years ago, of course. What else? So that's pretty much all I've seen. I want to go down to Cliff Palace. I know it's not in this area precisely, but it looks really interesting.
Yeah, eventually they'll probably drag you to Casa Bonita. They do that a lot.
See, that's what I keep saying. But we gotta go, so we're gonna go after this. But like half the people I talk to say, "Yeah, you should go. It's fun," and the other half are like, "No." What do you think?
Well, my opinion on it is I haven't gone yet, and I live here. I know it's terrible. We will eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's eventually something I gotta do.
What do people say to you about it?
Why haven't you gone yet? And you're not really from Colorado yet you're not really here until you've done that.
Have you lived here your whole life?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
That makes sense.
So, I noticed also you do singing, you do writing and such. Where do you draw inspiration when you're writing or like for example you did writing on Skullgirls.
I did the directing.
The directing on Skullgirls. So you directed the other voice actors or so, or just the?
Yes, the voice. Oh, sorry, I should clarify. I did the voiceover direction and producing. So it was my job for everything voiceover related: the scheduling, booking the studio, booking the actors, casting the actors, directing the actors. I did all that, which I found out that people don't really do that. Usually that's like a 3 or 4 person job.
Oh no.
But but it was good because I got to fill in all those shoes, and I was really young when I started doing that. So it was a good, life lessons, and I've gotten to direct a lot more after that, and yeah, it's been really good. I'm glad I had that experience.
Are you working on their new project?
Indivisible?
Yes.
Yes. I did the voiceover producing for the demo version, and I got to play Razmi in that. But when it comes to the actual game, we're going to recast everybody. Not because they weren't amazing, but that was the plan from the start, was to get actors who were very diverse in their ethnicities to match kind of the East Asian feel. We want to try to find actors who now live here or who are from that region. So wish us luck. Yeah, so that's really exciting.
And that was on Kickstarter too, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, what's it like working on a Kickstarter project? Like,
I I'm really lucky that my involvement was pretty, I don't want to say minimal, because what I did was I would just help promote through social media, and I would help provide backer rewards for the voiceover end, so like the voicemails and things like that. I would coordinate with the actors that here are the people who paid, this is what they want. But, you know, it's really hard. We got really lucky with Skullgirls, and because at first when the Kickstarter goes live, you're just really hoping that it gets funded. But after that, it's really kind of scary. You know, you want to see the project succeed. So I think I've been a part of 3 major Kickstarters so far, including Shantae, because that was the project that I worked on. So.
Oh, disclosure, we backed that project. Shantae Half Genie Hero.
Awesome! I can't wait. It should be coming out soon, right?
Oh yeah, hopefully.
I hope so.
I think we bought it on the Wii U.
Nice.
But they'll probably send it to me on the PS4. Of course, we're gonna as well. We will definitely be reviewing that one.
I want to play it once it gets onto the DS.
Oh yeah, that would be good. What were the so there's Shantae Half Genie Hero. Skullgirls was a Kickstarted one too, right? If I remember correctly, and then Indivisible.
Yes.
Any more of those in your future?
Yes.
Nothing you can disclose though, right?
Yeah, I have one coming out that again, voiceover producer for a new anime coming out soon. So that'll be announced probably on Monday. So today
on President's
is Saturday.
Day.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not Hetalia related, is it?
No.
No, that would be. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think Hetalia needs any funding. I think that, you know, Funimation probably has that. Yeah.
So, what's your favorite part of this convention so far?
I think my favorite part of any convention is signing autographs. I like to see what people bring, the projects that, you know, because it feels like different states, really, there are different, I can't think. Different shows are more popular in certain states. So it's always really fun to see what people bring. This convention, it was Miraculous Ladybug, which is a new show. A lot of people came through line for that show.
Which is kind of surprising because it's not technically like Japanese anime. That one's made in Korea, isn't it?
No, it's French.
Oh, French.
It's French.
Oh, so it's kind of like Oban Star Racers in that regard?
I'm not sure what... I've never seen
Oh, that's an older one. Like, that was... or Wakaba or something like that. Wakfu?
Yeah, it's like Wakfu.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen like one episode of that so far. I couldn't figure out what channel it was on.
Oh, okay. Nickelodeon.
Ah, excellent. So, anyways, you're talking about how each individual convention brings in like a different kind of energy. People, you know, are more excited about one show than another, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Speaking about that energy that goes into the conventions, I've noticed at a lot of conventions, when people are here, they're all over the place. They're happy and smiling. There's really energetic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what happens, though, I've noticed with a lot of conventions, is once people leave that convention, all that energy just seems to like drain out of them as they go into their normal, like the normal humdrum routine of everyday life at school or work, and dealing with like family or other people.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions on how people can take that energy from these conventions, that energy and drive, and apply that to helping them deal with their everyday life?
Oh, that's a good question. Because I definitely, it's called the post-con blues.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been several occasions where I felt that. Oh gosh, this is really difficult. You know, it's. I think it's okay to feel a little bit sad sometimes. And I think when it comes to conventions, it's definitely a really fun, good environment. I would say you have to try to create that in your everyday life, that sense of community and fun and excitement. And, you know, maybe if your day job isn't cutting it for you, maybe it's time to find something that appeals more to your creative side. So, yeah. But I definitely know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. There's also another side of that question where, like I've noticed also with a lot of people who go to anime conventions and such, some of these people are bullied in their everyday lives. How would you? What is your suggestion for how they could deal with that?
With bullying? Oh, that's a big question. Well, here's the thing. I've been bullied as a kid, even in a certain degree as an adult, and it's really about the kind of person that you are. The ones who are really caring and kind and really creative tend to be picked on, but it's really important to remember that anything that they have, any problem that they have with you, it's all a reflection of either their own insecurities or their lack of feeling. Sometimes that's really it. So it's really important to build your own little community of friends who you can trust and love, and keep your family close. And if there is a bully in your life, the sad truth is that they're all cowards, really. So if you can stand up to them, they will usually stop. And I know that's really scary, but it's true. But I just say to remember that it's not anything you have done. It's not your fault. It's just there are people in the world who that's just what they do. They try to drag other people down. So yeah, cling on to the people that you love, and make sure that they'll be there for you if you have a hard time like that.
And bullying is a bit of a social disease. We actually have some charities here at Colorado Anime Fest that are dealing with ALS, which is a physical disease,
Yes.
and a terrible one at that. Are there any charities that you're currently supporting, or?
I support my local church and also the Pasadena Humane Animal Society. What is it called? Pasadena Animal Society? Humane Society. They are a shelter, and they're no kill shelter. Right. So yeah, I really enjoy going there and just hanging out with the dogs, and that's where my contributions go at the end of the year.
And you have a dog yourself?
Yep, I have a corgi.
And what's your corgi's name again?
Gallifrey Happiness Pleiades Hamshank Francesca La Hops McParkin.
That is a long, long name.
It's gonna keep getting longer too.
Yeah, we just have a cat named Soup.
I love it! What kind of cat?
Oh, a calico. She's a calico.
Oh, yay! I have a cat too. I don't talk about her as often, I feel bad.
Oh no. Well, what's her name?
Her name is Weej.
Weej?
Yeah.
Like Luigi, or? Oh.
Like, no. It means, Weejo means cat in my boyfriend's tribe's native language. So you're like, oh, let's name it Cat.
That is awesome. Cat named Cat.
So Weejo, and she's great. She's not a very friendly cat, but she does like us, which is good. So yeah.
Well, before we get going, is there anything else you'd like to talk about or promote? Like anything you want to pimp?
Yes. Watch Ladybug. Check out my new Kickstarter coming out on Tuesday or Monday, one of those days, and continue supporting Sailor Moon.
Oh, what's the Kickstarter?
I can't say.
Oh, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
So people should follow you on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook or something to find out about it, huh?
Yes. At Christina V, no H in my name. VEE, and Facebook. I have a fan page, which is really cool. I kind of I post interviews in there and stuff sometimes. So that's Christina V's Magical Crusaders on Facebook. And I also have a fan page. I have a lot of pages. So like them all. Thanks, guys.
Excellent. Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
I've been your host, Hope Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and I've been here at Colorado Anime Fest 2016 with
Christina V.
And until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up. And welcome back to Radio DMG. I'm your host, Hope Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and I hope you enjoyed our program for today. I know it's been a while since we've done an episode, and this episode is stuff you've probably already heard if you've seen our Area DMG streaming version of this. Now, what we've decided to do is revamp a lot of the Radio DMG and Area DMG content. We're going to do something we call Radio DMG Versus. Radio DMG Versus. Versus can stand for Viral Speak. It can stand for Visual Show. It can stand for very stupid. I'm just kidding. It doesn't stand for that. It's a Radio DMG Versus.
And that's what we're going to be doing with Area DMG. We will still have um, Radio DMG, and we'll still have Area DMG content, but here's what we're doing. The Radio DMG programs are going to be a little bit shorter from now on. Sorry about that. We will have new musical rations out. Those are going to be the longer shows. And Radio DMG programs will be, like I said, shorter. So that's good. But Radio DMG Versus will be the video version of the audio shows, and they will be completely different. Those will be on a different schedule. We're going to go back into a lot of the older stuff that we didn't put in other shows, and we're going to be reusing a lot of the older content that we've had on Radio DMG, as well as putting up new content. So these are not going to be they're not going to correspond with each other anymore. Instead, Viral Speak, or rather Radio DMG Versus, will be its own separate thing. You'll see when the first one shows up in May. I think we're going to do one, and we're going to put it up in May, and it's going to be... No, we might put one up this week. I don't know. We're thinking. It's going to definitely be... The first one should be either near the end of this month or the beginning of May. And you'll see what we mean when you see it. So make sure that you have bookmarked Radio DMG and Area DMG, and that you subscribe to our YouTube, you subscribe to our Twitter, you subscribe to our Pinterest and Tumblr and Facebook. Make sure you do that. And oh, by the way, you can comment below about these episodes. Let me know what you like in these, what you'd like to see more of, and just let me know in totally. We're also going to start reviewing and giving impressions about games and other stuff that I play on this. And we will be looking into having more guests and more collaborations. One thing we haven't really done with Radio DMG and with our YouTube is a lot of collaboration. And we're looking to do more of that in the future. So please look forward to that. And let us know in the comments below what you think of this episode. What did you think of the interview? Any questions that you would have asked? Let's start this conversation, if you will. I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mouth. You've been listening to Radio DMG. I know I forgot to introduce myself in the first segment today. Ugh, how terrible. And until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up. Morning, Maya.